Are you good enough to be a photographer? I know you've probably wondered that at some point. Well, I recently sent an email to my audience asking what thoughts keep you up at night as a photographer, and over 200 of you responded and said things like, I don't think I'm good enough. Should I just sell my photo equipment and give up? My work sucks, editing sucks, others are better than me. Why does it look like everyone else is busy and I'm not? Am I good enough? It's a question that most of us have asked ourselves at some point. And in this video, I'm gonna give you the brutal truth. I'm gonna talk to you about what it takes to be not just a photographer, but a successful one, and it might not be what you think. By the way, I'm Vanessa Joy. I'm a Canon Explorer of Light, a multi-7-figure active photographer. I'm not just a YouTuber. And I also help elevate others by bringing their art and business from struggling to soaring success. I've helped tens of thousands of photographers, and here are some of the things that they've had to say about how I've improved their quality of life, how I've improved their photographic skill, and their business overall. But let's get back to the topic. Are you good enough to be a photographer? Some of the other answers I got from the email were, why didn't that particular client want to book me? I actually suck as a photographer, and that's why no one wants to hire me. I want to be just like insert photographer I follow on Instagram. It's easy to get caught up in comparing yourself to other photographers, for sure. I have been there. But the truth about making it in this industry as a photographer goes so far beyond just talent. I want to talk to you about what really matters. And why does this matter? The industry, the photography industry, is competitive, and it's really easy to just drown in overwhelm and self-doubt. But the thing is, being a successful photographer, it's not just about having the best gear. It's not about being the best photographer. I know so many photographers that are wildly better than me, but aren't putting food on their table as a photographer. It's not about taking the most perfect shots. It's about so much more to that. I'm gonna break it all down in what I think are the 5 points, like the 5 things you actually have to worry about as a photographer. When I first started out, I questioned all these things. Was I good enough? Is anyone gonna pay for this? And then, you know, God forbid I tried to raise my prices. It was always like, oh no, like no one's going to pay for this. What I've learned about being a successful photographer, it just comes from so much more than that. It comes from your mindset, your professionalism, and understanding what your clients actually want. So let's dive into some of the answers to these questions. Let's talk about number 1. My pictures suck, I can't get through to anyone, I should just quit. So point number 1, skill versus experience. You do not need to be a world-class photographer on day 1. Photography is a skill that develops over time, and trends change over time, and technology advances. It's okay to start where you are as a photographer. You do need a good grasp of the basics, like composition, lighting, posing, exposure, things like that. But the more jobs you shoot, the better you will become. So don't let your photography skill weigh you down and thinking that, you know, you're not good enough. I don't want you to think that. I want you to always continue your photography skill, but don't let it hold you back from feeling worthy enough to have people pay you for your skill. Number 2, this is in response to the competition is becoming unbearable. That was another response I got. Here's what I want you to think about instead of competition. I want you to think about your relationship with your clients, because your clients do not know the difference between good and great photography. A lot of photographers overlook the fact that your relationship with clients can be just as important as your photos, probably more important. People that hire you, they want to feel comfortable with you. They want to trust you that you're going to capture maybe their wedding day, their family, their product, their business beautifully. Being personable, responsive, and organized goes a really long way in building that trust. By the way, yes, I do have a lot more. I know I'm skating over this, but this is a YouTube video. If you just wait to the end, I do have something that's a little bit more in depth that we can get to that's well past the actual video here, because I know I'm skating over these things, but I'm really just trying to reset your mindset here and give you some tangible advice that you can start implementing into your business. Number 3, in response to this, regarding photography, I dread if my clients will be happy with the work that they paid me for. I know that feeling. I've been there. Every time you send a gallery, you're like, holding your breath to hear back from them because you think they're gonna respond negatively, or maybe I'm pessimistic and I think that. You're just waiting for a happy response. But here's the third thing I want you to think about. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. And it's about how you set and then meet or exceed expectations. You don't have to deliver the most artistic, groundbreaking photographs every single time. What you do need is consistency. Your clients expect you to deliver great images, not just a few amazing ones. Focus on delivering quality work across the board, and you'll build a reputation that gets you more bookings, repeat clients, as well as new ones. Number 4, what do I need to do to get business without devoting most of my life to it? And how do I manage everything? House, kids, work, etc. Balancing consultations, sessions, editing, sales, delivery. The overwhelm when it comes to being a photographer is real, because we become photographers, pick up a camera, and then we realize there's so many more things we have to do in order to be successful. So point number 4 is talking about the business side of photography. Photography is more than just the art. It's also about running a successful business and learning how to be CEO of your business. Being good enough means understanding how to market yourself, set pricing, create contracts, handle client communication, and client criticism. Photographers who make it are often the ones that know how to run a business, not just take nice pictures. In fact, I would almost say all of them. Finally, this response, really hit home. I should have started this business 15 years ago. It's too late for me. One of my absolute favorite photographers, Joe Busing, didn't pick up a camera until his 40s, and he was one of the most wildly successful celebrity even photographers, and someone that was super inspiring and pivotal in my career. Watch a whole video where I talk to him about this. He'll knock your socks off. Anyway, point 5 that I want to make to you is thinking about your mindset and your persistence. If you're waiting to feel good enough, if you're waiting until you think you can charge more before you start booking jobs, you might be waiting forever. The truth is, confidence comes with experience, and photographers who succeed are the ones that keep pushing, keep learning, and aren't afraid to make mistakes. Or maybe they're afraid, but they get up and they do it again. It's persistence, not perfection, that will take you far. So one of the biggest shifts is going to be your mindset, and just getting to a place where you are okay with the word no, because it's gonna lead to space for a better yes later. You're okay with failing because failing is only gonna teach you something that will help you succeed later. At the end, are you good enough to be a photographer? The brutal truth is that it's not all about being the most talented. It's about building relationships, being consistent, understanding your business, and having the right mindset. I would say if you're willing to put in the work, you are good enough, or you certainly will be soon. If you were thinking throughout this video, yes, that's totally me. Yes, I've thought these things. I do have a solution for you. I haven't done this before, and honestly, this is one of the things that I'm scared of failing, actually, in even offering this. This is the first time ever I'm launching what I call Photo Insiders Mastermind. This is where I will literally work with you one-on-one on Zoom, answer all of your questions, and pretty much become your photography business mentor so you can grow to 6 figures and hopefully well beyond without that constant overwhelm or hitting roadblocks and doing all the guesswork. I've been doing this for 22 years. I did all that guesswork, and I would like to get you to this success point that I'm at right now a lot faster than I got there on my own. If this is you, those quotes sounded like you, and you want to work with me one-on-one, just go down below to the description, tap the link, and I will be in touch with you. If you found this video helpful, of course, stick around, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me where you are in your wedding photography journey. I mentioned I got over 200 responses. I read them all. I still want to read more. So tell me the thoughts that keep you up at night, the challenges, the things that irk you. I want to hear all about it, because it's only going to help me help you be more successful. Help me help you. Stay tuned for my future videos where I will be sharing more of my top tips for being a successful photographer. See you next time.